will place unexpected obstacles in your way, test your patience, and push you to your limits. But what if you could live in a way where nothing, not pain, not failure, not fear, could break you? What if, no matter how strong the storm, you could remain steady, calm, and unshaken? That is the power of mastering your mind and spirit. In Buddhism, there are 6 daily habits that, when practiced, can transform you into an unbreakable force. These habits don't just help you cope, they help you transform into someone who thrives in the face of adversity. You become the eye of the storm, where peace, power, and clarity reside. Are you ready to learn these life-changing habits? Let's dive in. 1. Learn to sit with pain. Without fleeing, pain isn't your enemy. It's natural, inevitable, and part of the human experience. The real enemy is running from it, avoiding it, numbing it, or trying to push it away. In Buddhism, pain is not something to escape. It's something to embrace, to understand. Instead of fighting it, suppressing it, or letting it control you, the key is to sit with it, to allow yourself to feel it fully. When pain comes, don't look for ways to distract yourself from it. Don't try to escape into something else. Instead, stop, breathe, and really experience it. Let it wash over you. Notice how it feels in your body. What does it want to teach you? What thoughts come up as you sit with it? How does your mind react to the discomfort? Pain has a message for you. It's a teacher, not a punishment. If you can learn to stay present with pain, to simply be with it without trying to change or resist it, you'll begin to see that it's not as scary as it seems. It won't break you. It can actually make you stronger. When you stop running, pain loses its power over you. It becomes something you can face and move through, instead of something that controls you. This habit isn't about avoiding pain or pretending it doesn't hurt. It's about building resilience, the ability to face difficult emotions or experiences without crumbling. When you develop this strength, you'll be able to handle what others run from. And that's true power, the ability to sit with discomfort, to learn from it, and to grow stronger because of it. Most of us live life on autopilot. When something happens, whether it's an unexpected comment, an unfortunate event, or someone cutting you off in traffic, our first instinct is often to react. We get angry, frustrated, defensive, or upset. These automatic reactions feel like a reflex, as if we're not in control of ourselves. But in reality, we are. In Buddhism, one of the core teachings is the power of mindfulness. It encourages you to notice what's happening within you, to pause and to take a moment to breathe before you respond. Rather than reacting instantly, responding is about taking control of your emotions and actions. Think of it this way. When you react impulsively, you allow external circumstances to control you. But when you choose to respond thoughtfully, you take back your power. It's no longer about what's happening around you. It's about how you choose to handle it internally. You become the calm center in the storm, rather than being tossed around by the winds of your emotions. This habit requires practice. The next time something triggers you, whether it's a frustrating situation or an emotional blow, pause, take a deep breath, step back from the immediate impulse to react, and instead ask yourself, what's the most thoughtful and composed response I can give right now? The difference between reacting and responding is the difference between being controlled by your emotions and being in control of them. It's not about suppressing your feelings. It's about acknowledging them, understanding them, and choosing how to express them in a way that aligns with your higher self. The more you practice this habit, the more you'll begin to notice how much freedom you have to shape your reactions. You'll stop being a slave to your emotions, and you'll feel a newfound strength and clarity. This is the essence of mindfulness, learning to respond with wisdom instead of reacting out of habit. 3. Discipline your mind. Every morning, How you begin your day sets the tone for everything that follows. Most people wake up to the chaos of the world, phone buzzing, emails flooding in, the pressure of everything they need to do. But Buddhism teaches that how you start your morning can make all the difference in how you face the rest of the day. The first moments of your day are sacred. If you allow the external world to dictate your mood, you're already giving away your power. That's why the key to mastering your day lies in disciplining your mind from the moment you wake up. When you wake up, resist the urge to immediately check your phone or get lost in the whirlwind of tasks. Instead, take a moment to center yourself. Start with a few minutes of silence or meditation. Focus on your breath. Tune into your body and your thoughts. By taking a few minutes to align your mind before you face the world, you set the foundation for a day of clarity, peace, and intention. But it doesn't stop there. Buddhism encourages a consistent practice of mental discipline. Just like physical exercise, the mind must be trained daily. Spend time in the morning reflecting on your intentions for the day. What do you want to focus on? What habits do you want to strengthen? What inner peace do you want to cultivate? When you build a morning routine that involves intentional reflection, prayer, meditation, or simple mindfulness practices, your mind begins to function in alignment with your goals. You train your mind to approach life with calm and clarity rather than reacting impulsively to whatever comes your way. This discipline goes beyond just morning rituals. It's about conditioning yourself to start every day with purpose. Whether you're meditating, journaling, stretching, or setting clear intentions, you're teaching your mind to stay focused and grounded even when the world around you is chaotic. The most successful people know this secret. A disciplined mind is the key to unshakable peace. When you give your mind the morning it deserves, you equip yourself to handle whatever life throws your way. Fourth, let go of things you can't control. One of the greatest sources of suffering is our attachment to things we cannot control. We hold on to people, situations, outcomes, and expectations, believing that by worrying about them, we can somehow make them go the way we want. We try to fix everything around us, and when things don't go according to plan, we become frustrated, anxious, or even angry. But here's the truth. There are so many things in life that are simply beyond our control. The actions of others, the weather, the economy, or the circumstances of the world. All of these are beyond our influence, and yet many of us waste energy trying to control them, only to end up exhausted and disheartened. In Buddhism, one of the most powerful teachings is about detachment, not in the sense of indifference or apathy, but in the sense of peacefully accepting the things we cannot change and focusing our energy on what we can influence, our own thoughts, actions, and reactions. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means trusting that everything will unfold as it's meant to, and that we can find peace, even when things aren't going the way we expected. It's about recognizing that while we can control our efforts, we can't always control the outcome. For example, you can work hard toward a goal, but if the outcome isn't in your favor, it doesn't mean you've failed. It means that the result is part of a bigger picture, and there may be lessons in that failure that you can use for future success. When you let go of controlling the results, you can approach life with more acceptance, and you open the door to opportunities you might have overlooked in the past. In practical terms, letting go means recognizing when you are spending your energy on things that are simply out of your hands. It means stopping the cycle of worry and frustration when things don't go your way. It's like trying to control the weather. You cannot make the rain stop, but you can choose how you respond to it. You can decide whether to stay in a storm of negativity or to take an umbrella and walk through it with grace. This habit of letting go also means recognizing the power of forgiveness, forgiving others, and forgiving yourself for the things you cannot change. Buddhism teaches that forgiveness is freedom. When we hold on to grudges, we are the ones who suffer, carrying that weight in our hearts. But when we forgive, we release the burden, allowing ourselves to heal and move forward. Letting go is about surrendering control, not because you're weak, but because you are strong enough to trust the flow of life. It's about releasing the need to micromanage everything and instead choosing to live with acceptance and peace, knowing that what happens is not always a reflection of your worth or effort. It's just part of the journey. When you start letting go of things you cannot control, you'll notice a deep sense of inner freedom to the chaos and start living in a way that is anchored in the present moment, unshaken by things that happen beyond your control. Be ruthless with your environment. The environment you surround yourself with shapes your reality more than you realize. We often hear that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, but it goes beyond just the people in your life. Your environment, the spaces you inhabit, the media you consume, the energy you allow into your world, has a profound impact on your mindset, mood, and ultimately, your life. In Buddhism, the concept of Sangha, or community, plays a pivotal role in shaping who we are. The people you spend your time with, the energy they bring, and the influence they have on you can either uplift you or drag you down. And in the same way, your physical environment, the places you spend your time, the conversations you engage in, and the objects around you can either nurture your peace or fuel your distractions. Being ruthless with your environment doesn't mean cutting people off unnecessarily or becoming overly rigid. It means choosing wisely what you allow to affect you. It's about understanding the immense power of your surroundings and being selective about where you direct your energy. Let's start with people. Have you ever noticed that when you're around negative or toxic individuals, you leave the conversation feeling drained, anxious, or even angry? It's not just in your head. The energy they emit is contagious. Constantly being around people who complain, criticize, or spread negativity will wear you down. But when you surround yourself with people who inspire you, challenge you, and elevate your mindset, you will naturally rise to a higher level. Being ruthless means setting boundaries and understanding that you don't have to tolerate energy that doesn't serve your well-being. This might mean distancing yourself from negative people or limiting time with those who constantly pull you into drama or distraction. It doesn't have to be harsh, but it does need to be intentional. Ruthlessness also applies to the physical space you occupy. Look around you right now. Are your surroundings supporting your growth, or are they contributing to your stress and disorganization? A cluttered space often leads to a cluttered mind. In Buddhism, a clean and serene environment is a reflection of inner clarity. When your physical space is calm, ordered, and peaceful, it becomes much easier to maintain that same clarity within your mind. Take time each day to clear the clutter. Create a space that nurtures your soul, whether it's a quiet corner for meditation, a room filled with plants and natural light, or a minimalist desk that helps you focus. Your environment should inspire peace, creativity, and focus, not anxiety, procrastination, or distractions. By curating a space that supports your growth and serenity, you align yourself with your higher purpose. It's not just people and physical space. Media consumption also plays a crucial role in your environment. With the overwhelming amount of information, noise, and distractions we face on a daily basis, it's essential to be mindful of what we allow into our minds. The news, social media, and even the entertainment we consume can either inspire us or drain us. Are the books you read, the podcasts you listen to, and the shows you watch feeding your soul, or are they pulling you further from your peace? Be ruthless with your consumption. If something doesn't add value to your life, if it doesn't inspire or challenge you in a positive way, let it go. Choose content that feeds your mind with wisdom, growth, and clarity. Protect your energy by being selective about what you consume. In the digital age, this is more important than ever. Being ruthless with your environment means creating a life that's designed for your success, a life that encourages focus, clarity, and peace. When you curate the people, spaces, and content that fill your days, you are actively shaping the mindset and energy that will carry you through life's challenges. This habit doesn't just help you survive the chaos of the world, it gives you the strength to thrive. By removing distractions and negative influences, you create a sanctuary where peace, creativity, and focus can flourish. And when your environment is aligned with your values and goals, you begin to feel unstoppable, no longer vulnerable to the chaos and negativity that others may carry with them. Daily who you are in the chaos of everyday life. It's easy to lose sight of who you truly are. The world bombards you with expectations, judgments, and distractions that can make you forget your true nature. Your mind becomes cluttered with what others think of you, or with the pressure to live up to standards that aren't yours. But in Buddhism, one of the most profound teachings is the idea of self-realization, knowing who you are at the deepest level and never losing touch with that truth, no matter what life throws at you. The world will try to define you. It will tell you who you should be, what you should do, and how you should feel. But the key to unshakable peace and power lies in your ability to define yourself, not by the external world, but by your own inner truth. This is where daily reminders of who you are become so important. Every morning before the world pulls you into its chaos, take a moment to remember who you are. Ground yourself in your deepest values, your purpose, and your identity. Who are you at your core? What is your mission in life? What do you stand for? And most importantly, what kind of energy do you want to bring into the world today? You see, when you forget who you are, you become susceptible to outside influences. You allow fear, doubt, and insecurity to take hold. But when you remind yourself of who you are, you become aligned with your higher self. You reconnect with the part of you that is unshakable, calm, and powerful. This habit of self-reminder is not about arrogance or pride. It's about self-awareness and grounding. It's about staying true to yourself in a world that constantly shifts and changes. By affirming your identity every day, you create a strong foundation that can't easily be cracked. For example, take a moment each morning to reflect on the qualities you want to embody. I am calm and centered no matter what happens. I am resilient and capable of overcoming challenges. I am grounded in my purpose, and I am unwavering in my values. These simple affirmations are powerful reminders that you are not just a passive participant in life. You are the creator of your experience, and the more consistently you remind yourself of this truth, the more you will begin to live it. Buddhism teaches us that the mind is a powerful tool. It can either become your best friend or your greatest enemy, depending on how you use it. By reminding yourself of who you are, you shift your mindset from being reactive to being proactive. You stop reacting to life's chaos and start responding from a place of clarity and purpose. It's also important to make this practice visual. Write down your affirmations, put them where you can see them every day, or create a vision board that represents the qualities and values you want to embody. Let these reminders seep into your consciousness until they become second nature. When you live with a constant reminder of who you are, you walk through the world differently. You become more confident in your decisions, more focused on your goals, and more unshakable in your peace. This daily practice also allows you to reconnect with your deeper self during difficult times. When life feels overwhelming and you start to lose your way, Reminding yourself of who you are can bring you back to center. It becomes your anchor, your point of reference, and your source of strength. Reminding yourself daily of who you are is the key to inner power. It's the secret to living a life that's true to your essence, where no matter the challenges, you remain grounded, centered, and unshaken by the external noise. 7. The compound effect of small daily wins. Success doesn't happen overnight. It's built day by day, minute by minute, action by action. In a world that glorifies instant gratification, we've been conditioned to expect quick results. We want the rewards without putting in the work. We want success without the grind. But Buddhism teaches us something different. It teaches us the power of small, consistent actions and how these small wins accumulate over time to create something far greater than any overnight achievement. Buddha himself said, "The secret of your future is hidden in your daily routine." Success isn't just about making big moves once in a while. It's about committing to the little things every day, even when the results aren't immediately visible. It's about showing up consistently, even when you don't feel like it. When you focus on small daily wins, you're practicing discipline, patience, and mindfulness. You begin to understand that success is not the result of a single breakthrough moment, but the culmination of many small steps repeated over time. This is the compound effect, where small, seemingly insignificant actions accumulate to create massive results. Let's break it down. Maybe you want to become more disciplined in your meditation practice. To meditate for 30 minutes every day, it might feel overwhelming at first. But if you begin with just 5 minutes each morning, then add just 1 minute more each day, you'll slowly build a steady habit. Over time, those 5 minutes can grow into 30, and before you know it, you've changed your mental state, one small win at a time. The key is to be patient and understand that growth takes time. It's about trusting that every small step you take is part of a larger journey, even if you can't see the full path yet. When you focus on simply winning today, instead of stressing about the future, you take the weight of perfection off your shoulders. You let go of the rush and start to appreciate the process more than just the outcome. In Buddhism, this idea shows up in mindfulness, being fully present with whatever you're doing right now, no matter how simple it may seem. When you practice mindfulness, you bring your full attention to the moment, whether you're breathing, walking, or eating. Each small moment becomes a chance to succeed, and every small win builds a life filled with purpose, presence, and peace. But here's the truth. These little daily wins don't always feel exciting. There will be days when you don't feel like showing up. There will be moments when you're tired, discouraged, or pulled away by life's distractions. Yet the secret is to keep going, even when results aren't visible right away, because consistency is what creates true progress. One of the most powerful things about small daily wins is how they add up over time. It's like planting a seed and caring for it each day. At first, it may seem like nothing is happening, but slowly, the seed grows into something strong, something that will one day bear fruit. By focusing on small, steady actions, you shift your mindset from "I need to be perfect" to "I just need to keep going." You stop worrying about where you're going and start enjoying the journey. The more consistent you are, the more resilience you build. You begin to realize that success isn't found only in big achievements. It's created through the small, intentional choices you make every day. Another powerful part of daily wins is that they build momentum. Each time you complete a small task, you gain confidence, and with it, you strengthen the habit of success. Over time, this momentum carries you forward, helping you reach goals you once thought were out of reach. But this habit isn't only about finishing tasks, it's about shaping who you are. Every small step, whether it's sitting down to meditate, completing a task at work, or taking a mindful walk builds your inner strength. You become the kind of person who doesn't give up, the kind of person with the mental strength to face life's challenges without being shaken. To truly build this habit, make it part of your daily ritual. What is one small action you can take each day to move closer to your goal? How can you keep showing up for yourself even when the results seem far away? What small win can you focus on right now? The more you embrace this mindset, the stronger and more confident you'll become. And soon, these daily wins will create a transformation greater than you ever imagined. So here it is, 6 powerful habits that, when practiced consistently, help you become unshakable. These habits aren't about making big, dramatic changes. They're about building a strong, steady foundation that keeps you centered no matter what life brings. Sit with pain instead of running from it. Learn to face discomfort and see it as a chance to grow stronger. Stop reacting, start responding. Take control of your emotions and choose to respond with calm and clarity. Train your mind each morning. Start your day with intention, so the rest flows in alignment with your highest values. Let go of what you can't control. Find peace by releasing attachment to outcomes and trusting that life will unfold in its own way. Be intentional with your environment. Shape your surroundings to support your mental and emotional growth. Make no room for distractions. Remind yourself daily of who you truly are. Stay rooted in your true nature so you can move through life with confidence, no matter what pressures come from the outside, step by step, trusting that everything adds up in time. Remember, anything truly worthwhile doesn't happen overnight. Real change comes from the quiet, steady choices you make each day. When you master these habits, you become unshakable.